Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to understand what is electric dipole and electric field due to dipole in different points. So come, let's realize physics. So what is electric dipole? See, electric dipole can be defined as a pair of unequal charges separated by a small distance. Electric dipole can be said as See, this is an electric dipole. This is electric dipole that a positive charge is separated from a negative charge by a very small distance. This is defined as electric dipole. Now, there is a common question among the students that if positive charge and negative charges are separated by a small distance, then due to electrostatic force of attraction, they should come together and be as neutral, right? So this is a very common question and this is a good question. Now the question is why this is not happening over here. Now this electric dipole is a special scenario. Like electric dipole can be seen in our real life, like if you consider an HCl molecule. We all know here H is the positive charge and chlorine is the negative charge. Positive charge, negative charge means their valency. We all know this valency. Now due to the high electronegativity of chlorine, what happens? This chlorine atoms attracts all the shared pairs of electron towards its side. Attracts all the shared pairs of electrons towards its side. As a result, this chlorine atom gains a partial negative charge due to more number of shared pairs of electrons towards itself, and as a result, this hydrogen gains a partial positive charge. And due to a very small bond length between them, so this is the scenario in the real life of dipole. This is a real life scenario of a dipole, that is a positive charge and a negative charge is being separated by a very small distance. You can also understand this in a different way. I can explain to you. Suppose a boy and a girl likes each other. They are very fond of each other and they are having a force of attraction. So if I consider this boy as positive charge and the girl as negative charge, so I find they are very close to each other due to force of attraction. That is quite normal. Now suppose a scenario, consider a situation, suppose they are sitting very close to each other. Now suppose a celebrity comes over here, a celebrity or someone, this girl likes that celebrity, a celebrity comes over here, but whoever the celebrity, that person, this girl's like, what will happen? She will for a certain moment take this place, a small bit of leaf, and try to move this side to see who is this person, right? This negative charge may move a certain distance here, due to this person, due to this celebrity. Why? She wants to see this guy or this celebrity. So as a result, the separation is created over here. Similarly, it can happen with the plus charge also or the boy also. So in these two cases, separation is created between the positive and the negative charge. So ultimately, this separation between the positive and the negative charge is due to some external factor. Here in real life, that is due to HCl, this separation is due to the high electronegativity of chlorine, or also due to the presence of another electric field, we also find some separation. Suppose if you just consider this, I have given a different example so that you guys can relate, because you are in adolescence period. I hope you will be able to relate these things much more clearly. Suppose here a positive charge and negative charge are sitting together, and if I apply a high electric field, in this side, what will happen? If I apply a high electric field, then the possibility is that these two will come closer. Why? Because this positive charge will try to move that side and negative charge will be trying to move this side. As a result, this will get closer to each other. But instead of this, if I had applied a negative charge, now I am going to rub this boy and girl. Now instead of this positive charge, I am going to apply an electric field in this side. Instead of this, if I am going to apply electric field from this side, what will happen? This positive charge will try to move this side and negative charge will try to move this side. So as a result, a separation is created. So due to this external electric field, a separation is created between the positive charge and negative charge. A separation is created. So due to this separation, we can consider this as an electric dipole. So electric dipole is nothing but a pair of unequal charges separated by a small distance. Now this question is clear to everyone that why a positive charge and negative charge, though separated by a small distance, doesn't get attracted to each other. They are getting attracted to each other, but they had not been this like this before. This has been created by some external factors or other situation. This is clear to everyone. So this dipole, we need to study dipole mainly in case of in chemistry. This dipole is a common phenomenon. You are going to learn all those things in different chapters also, and different classes on different videos of our channel. Now we are going to find out what is dipole moment. So this is dipole moment. what is dipole moment? Dipole moment says that it is a physical quantity which can be defined as the product of the magnitude of either charges and the distance between them. See, here I have drawn a dipole. Here I have drawn a negative charge and a positive charge. They are separated by a small distance. The distance is 2d between them. So the dipole moment is a vector quantity. Dipole moment is a vector quantity that can be written as q into 2d, the distance between them. Now, which direction this dipole moment signifies? Now, the direction of dipole moment is always from negative to positive. Direction is always from negative to positive. So, direction of dipole moment you have to take as negative to positive. Clear? So, this is what is all about the dipole moment. Now, SI unit of dipole moment is also is Coulomb meter. Coulomb meter I have written over here. So this is dipole moment, and dipole is very easy part and very easy part of this electrostatics. Now we are going to find out what are the electric fields due to dipole. Now due to dipole, the electric fields should appear, because I have told you in the previous class, also in the previous video. If you want to know, you can check this video. I have linked there over there. So what is electric field? Electric field is a kind of influence that the charge sets up over the space around it. What is it? It is the force that charge would apply on a unit positive charge. That is what electric field is all about. So due to this charge and as well as due to this charge, these two must set up an electric field at this point, right? Together we have to find out the electric field. The electric field due to this negative charge as well as the electric field due to this positive charge. Now, the vector sum of the electric fields due to both of these charges at a certain point will give the electric field of the dipole. So come, let's find out what is the electric field for this thing. So first we are going to find out electric field at axial point. Now, for that, electric field due to dipole, we need to find out first at the axial point. Now if I draw a dipole over here and a positive charge over here, now I have considered this point, suppose P. I have considered this point as P. Now this is the electric dipole. Due to this dipole, what will be the electric field at this point? Now this electric field is separated by a small distance 2d. Then what will be the electric field at this point, which is separated r distance away from the electric dipole? See, here I have taken the distance r from we have taken this P point is r distance away from the dipole. That means this is the midpoint. This is the midpoint between the two charges. From there I have taken this distance r. This part is clear. Then first we will find out what is the electric field due to this positive charge and what is the electric field due to this negative charge. Now, electric field due to positive charge, what will be this one? This will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught if this is of magnitude q and this is also magnitude q, this is negative always, then this one will be q by distance is r minus d square. See, you have to understand this part. From here to here, this is r minus d. Why? Because this part is d, this part is d, and from here, this position to this position, this must be r minus d. Clear? Again, from minus q to this point, this part should be r plus d, this part should be r plus d. Why? Because see, this part, till from point P, this midpoint, it is r, and again here we have d. This total distance is 2d, so this midpoint, this part should be d, and this part should also be d, right? This part should be d, this part should also be d. So from point P to this negative charge, this part should be r plus d. This is clear? So ultimately, for positive charge, we need to take this distance r minus d whole square. Now what will be the direction of electric field? Now direction of electric field is towards that side. If I consider the direction to be p cap, it will be convenient. That is at that direction only. In the direction, the point from the dipole, in the direction only the electric field is for positive charge. Now we are going to understand and find out electric field due to the negative charge. For this we are going to write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus d square and p cap negative. Why p cap negative? Due to negative charge, the direction due to negative charge will be in this direction. So that is opposite to the positive one. So this has to be negative p cap. Clear? So ultimately, the net electric field will be E plus of E minus. This is the vector sum we have to take. So for vector sum, we see that this is what the condition. This is what we have found out. R minus d square minus, from where does this minus come? This negative p minus comes over here, and now here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus d whole square. So this is what we have got, and this is the net electric field at point P. What is the direction? Direction is p cap. This is clear. Now if I solve this, and if you also solve in your copy, you are going to find this. So for that, let me just rub this board. So what we got, the net electric field, we got 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus d square minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus d whole square, and this is direction p. So if I take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q common, we get q 4 pi epsilon naught common, and here we find r minus d square minus 1 by r plus d square and p cap, right? Now if I solve this, what I am going to get? Solve it and say. On solving, we are going to get r square minus d square whole square, and from here we are going to get r square plus d square plus 2rd minus r square minus d square plus 2rd. Just solve this and you are going to get this. So here we see r square d square cancels out, and we are left with q 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into 2r d by r square minus d square, that's whole square. Now see here, if I consider this q is multiplied with 2d, this q is multiplied with 2d, we are going to get a dipole. So ultimately I can write in this part, that is 2pr. What is p? P is the electric dipole moment, right? This is the dipole moment. This q will multiplied with 2 into d. When q is multiplied with 2 into d, then we are going to get dipole moment. So we get 2pr by 4 pi epsilon naught r square minus d square, that's whole square. So this part is clear. What will be the electric field at the axial point? Now suppose there are situation is that, suppose if the question is, if the situation wants to know, like I need to rub this question. Suppose if I need to know, just consider this electric dipole is in this part, and if this p point is very large, is very far away from this electric dipole, if r is very greater than d, then what will be the condition? Suppose this can happen, this is quite normal. If this p point is very far away from this electric dipole, this p point is very far away from this electric dipole, what will happen? Now if r is very greater than d, then we can say r square minus d square is near about r square, right? So if I put this here, what do I get for electric dipole? So electric field due to dipole, not electric dipole, electric field due to dipole, the farthest point we can say, at a very far away point, we can say 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2pr by, this becomes r to the power 4, because r square minus d square can be said near about r square. So r square whole square gives us r to the power 4. So now this cancels and we get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r in p cap. Direction is p cap. Clear? This is what the electric field we get, and this is also the formula. This is a special case. This is the special case. So write it down in your copy. If you have any problem, write me in the comment section. Okay. So next we are going to understand electric dipole at an axial point, and please understand how the direction of electric field matters. Here the direction of electric field is the most important part. You need to understand the direction very efficiently and perfectly. Okay. Now come, let's do the next part. Now we are going to understand electric field due to dipole at equatorial point. Now which one is equatorial point? Suppose if here this is an electric dipole, this is a minus q charge at this point, just consider like this. This point here is minus q charge, and at this point here is plus q charge. Here at this point there is minus q charge, and this point is a plus q charge. Then what will be the electric dipole at this point? Now see, this point, I have considered this point P point. This electric dipole is at equatorial point. Equatorial point means that is from the midpoint of the dipole, it is up here. Okay. Now this, as a result, this dipole is again 2d distance away from each other. Now we need to find out again in the same way, what will be the electric field due to this positive charge, what will be the electric field due to negative charge. Now electric field due to this positive charge will be directed in this side, If you try to understand the electric field for due to this positive charge will be directed this side. If you have remember what I taught in the electric field chapter, this will be the direction. Similarly, what will be the direction due to this negative charge? in this direction, right? So ultimately we have got the electric field due to this positive charge in this direction and electric field due to this negative charge in this direction. So if you try to find out the resulting electric field is directed in this direction. Clear? The resultant will be directed in this direction. Now here is another thing you have to consider. If I break this electric field, this is a vector quantity, we can break this electric field into its component. Now if I consider this as theta, then I have to consider this is E plus, right? Then I have to consider this E plus cos theta, and if this is also the theta, then I have to consider as E minus cos theta. E minus cos theta means not E minus cos theta. I am trying to say that electric field of this negative charge, that is E minus, that's cos theta component. Clear? And what about the sine theta? This is the E plus sine theta component, and this is the E minus sine theta component. These two cancels out. Okay. Now this, if I consider this P point is r distance away from each other, what will be this point? Then what will be the P point away from this positive charge? This should be r square plus d square. Similarly, this point should also be like this. This should be also r square plus d square away from this P point. Clear? Now you have to find out the electric field due to these two and take their component and add. This will give the electric field due to this dipole at this P point. So now let's do it. So if I consider this as theta, then this theta is same, this theta is same by corresponding angle. Similarly, this theta is also equal to this theta by alternate angle. See, just see. Okay. Now electric field due to the positive charge E plus will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square plus d square, right? And E minus is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q r square plus d square, right? Now this is negative q and positive q. Now why I haven't put here negative and positive over there? See, you will say that due to negative charge also you are not putting any minus sign, negative sign over here, and due to the positive charge you are not putting any positive charge over here. See, I have already considered the direction. Negative sign gives me the direction and positive sign also gives me the direction. I have already considered the direction. The negative charge direction is like this, and positive charge electric field due to negative charge is like this in this direction, and electric field due to this positive charge is in this direction. Okay. So now I have to add both of them of their cos theta component, right? So if I add both of them cos theta component, then net electric field is E plus cos theta plus E minus cos theta. Clear? This part is clear to everyone. It's E plus cos theta and this one is E plus cos theta, because I have to consider this. I have to consider these two electric field, these two components. Clear? Now what is cos theta? From here this is very easy to understand. Cos theta is base by hypotenuse. Base means this d. Hypotenuse is root over r square by d square. Root over r square plus d square. So if you add both of these, what you are going to get? We can take q by r square plus d square. Cos theta is d by root over r square plus d square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square plus d square into d by again r square plus d square. Right. Now this theta will also be same. This theta cos theta for this angle will also be same. This is base by hypotenuse. This is base by hypotenuse. Clear? So now if we are going to add this one, what are we going to get? We are going to get something like this. For this I have to rub this portion. We are going to get something like this. net electric field we are going to get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 qd by r square plus d square whole to the power 3 by 2. R square plus d square whole to the power 3 by 2. Because you can understand this r square plus d square is to the power half, and this one is to the power, sorry, r square plus d square, this one is to the power is 1, and this root over r square plus d square means to the power half. So ultimately this becomes r square plus d square 3 by 2. How this is happening? If you have any problem in knowledge of indices, let me clear that. This is to the power 1 and this is actually to the power half. So ultimately these two are getting multiplied. So we need to add these powers. 1 plus 1 by half means, or 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. I have written over here. And why this 2 is coming? Because I have added these two. Just add these two and you are going to get this. Okay. Now this is what we have got. Now again the same theory comes. So this is the electric field. This is the electric field at equatorial point. Now again, if I have to consider that if R is greater than D, then what can we say? R square plus D square is near about R square. So ultimately, just try to understand what this becomes. This becomes electric field E net becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 qd means q into 2d. That means this gives me the dipole moment, right? 2 into qd gives me the dipole moment, that is p by r square to the power 3 by 2. So ultimately we get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r cube. Now what is the direction? Now see, the direction at equatorial point is opposite to the direction of dipole moment. Now direction of electric field at equatorial point is opposite to the direction of dipole moment. Dipole moment is directed this side and the electric field, net electric field due to this dipole is directed in this side. Clear? So for this we are going to write over here the direction, if we have to use the vector notation, the direction is negative p cap. Negative p cap signifies this is opposite to the direction of dipole moment. So this part is clear about the equatorial portion and the axial portion, electric field due to the dipole. Clear? So next we are going to understand what is the torque experienced by a dipole in electric field. So let us go and understand that. Okay, come. See, I have drawn here a uniform electric field and you can see a dipole is in the uniform electric field. Now if the dipole remains here in this electric field forming an angle with the electric field lines, what is the angle? Which one is the angle? See, the angle is this portion. The dipole moment is directed from negative to positive, so this is the direction of dipole moment. Okay, so this is the direction of dipole moment, and as a result this is the angle it makes with the electric field. Clear? If this is the angle it makes with the electric field, then what will happen to this dipole? So let us understand first what is torque or couple. See, I have explained to you earlier what is couple. Couple is not the boyfriend or the girlfriend, those who cannot roam now due to lockdown. I am not talking about those things. Couple. What is couple? Couple is the two equal and opposite forces which results in turning effect of any object. For example, if this is sword, if this is the pen, now if I do like this, I am going to get a turning rotation. So let me give you a very good example. See, this is, you can see a bottle, right? This is a bottle. Now if I have to open the cap, what I do? I actually give a couple. So if you try to understand this, couple means this thumb is trying to give force in this direction towards me, and this finger this index finger is trying to give force in your direction, right? So this is what couple is. I am giving two equal opposite force along the same line of action to give a rotation, to give a turning effect. So this is what couple. Now this way, this dipole is also going to experience a couple. How? Due to this positive charge here, it will going to experience a force, and this force is going to be like this, Q into E. If this is the electric field, uniform electric field, and this is the magnitude of E, right? Because you know the formula, force is equals to QE. You know the formula, force is equals to QE, that I have taught in the previous class, in my previous video. There I have taught this one, how this formulation came. And due to negative charge, this negative charge will be going to attract it towards this side, opposite to the direction of electric field. So this will also be Q into E. So ultimately, this dipole is going to experience a torque. Torque means a turning effect. Suppose if this is the dipole, if this is my dipole, if a force is applied on this side and another force is applied on this side, then generally it is very clear that this is going to rotate, right? This is going to rotate. This will going to experience a torque. Torque means turning effect of force. So let me just write it down. What is the formula for torque? No, so now you all know what is the formula for torque. Those of you don't know and have no idea about torque, torque is defined as the force. Actually, torque can be defined as R cross F, or we can say, what is R? The perpendicular distance between line of action of force into force. So see, which is the perpendicular distance between the line of action of force. Now force is Q into E. So I can say torque can be said as force here is QE multiplied with the perpendicular distance between the line of action of force. Now this force is acting in this way and this force is acting in this way. Then perpendicular distance between the line of action of force should be this one. This is the perpendicular distance between the line of action of force. Just consider here, this is the line of action of force, this QE on positive, and this is the line of action of force in the negative. Then what is the perpendicular distance? This is the perpendicular distance. So if this is the perpendicular distance and the distance between the dipole is 2d, we can say this portion as 2d sine theta. We can say this portion as 2d sine theta, perpendicular distance. So ultimately, how this perpendicular distance come? See, sine theta is equals to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Sine theta becomes perpendicular. We have to find this one perpendicular, and what is our hypotenuse? Hypotenuse was 2d. So ultimately, perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance. Okay, do not just confuse with the dipole. This is the perpendicular distance, comes to be 2d sine theta. Clear? This portion clear? How this 2d sine theta have come? So now tau will be equals to Q into 2d sine theta. So we are going to get 2qd E sine theta. 2qd E sine theta. Now what is 2qd? 2qd is dipole moment. 2qd is dipole moment, and E is the electric field, and this is sine theta. So P is also a vector quantity, E is also a vector quantity, and this torque is also a vector quantity. So P is sine theta. P is sine theta. So we can say here P cross E. This becomes our cross product. This becomes our cross product. If we have to do cross product, what we get? This is what we get. P cross E will give me P sine theta into n cap. Now yes, where is this n cap? Now due to torque is a vector quantity. There we are going to get a direction. What is the direction? If it tries to rotate like this, we are going to get the direction in the direction in the inward direction of the boat, right? So this is the n cap. This is what n cap torque is. So we get tau is equals to P cross E. So this is the formula for tau, for torque acting for a dipole moment in an electric field torque. So this is the formula we get. This is the torque experienced by a dipole in electric field. So clear? This is the formula we got, torque experienced by dipole in electric field. Now the question is, when the dipole will experience maximum torque. Maximum torque will be experienced when sin theta will be equals to 1. When sin theta will be equals to 1, when theta is equals to 90 degree. So for theta to be 90 degree, the dipole is going to get the maximum torque. So if the dipole moment remains like this, making an angle theta with the electric field, is going to get the maximum torque. And if sin theta is equals to 0, then we are going to get no torque. In which situation? When theta is equals to 0, sin theta becomes 0. Therefore torque also becomes 0, right? If the dipole moment is directed along the electric field, then we are going to get tau is equals to 0. So this part is clear to everyone. Just note it down in your copy, and if you have any problem, just write me in the comment section. Okay.